Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the KL Polish Havana Heat collection for summer 2018. There are 6 polishes here altogether. I do have a discount / affiliate code for KL Polish. I'll have it in the description box, but they change every season. So in a few months, the code that's down there is not going to be any good anymore. I'll probably try to change them in the description box for the older videos, but after a while it's going to get a little tedious. So 6 polishes here altogether. I will link the KL Polish website down below and I'll get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Tropicana, and this is a very bright, like Joe Boxer smiley face yellow. So this one is a little bit streaky on that first coat. For being a yellow though, it covers really well. Yellows are notoriously crappy usually, though I feel like we've had some really good ones this year. Good formula on this one. If you have nails that are a little bit more narrow, I kind of have a mixture of both. With this really wide brush, you want to make sure to just dip the very tip of the brush in the polish and not go all the way down to the bottle. I mean, that's a good rule for like every polish, but specifically narrow nails and a wide brush. Because like here with my pinky finger, the brush is a little bit too wide for me to be too precise, and I don't want too much polish on it. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats for me, but when I did my swatch pictures, I did need 3. So this is another one that'll be 2 or 3, just depending on your application. I think you're more likely to get 3 or to need 3 out of it. I am doing a little bit thicker of coats here, so I think a more average thickness of coat would need 3. That made no sense, hopefully. A more average coat applier would need 3 coats. Ignore me, it's been a very long day. So that is 2 coats of Tropicana. The next polish is called Celia, and this is a more medium pink. So this one covers really well on that first coat. It's a scary polish for me to apply with this wide brush on camera because I don't want to get it on my skin. I can still see a little bit of nail line though, but great formula on this, and it applies very evenly. Applying very evenly is one of the pluses of a wide brush like this too. Like a skinny Essie brush would have a lot more streaks than a really wide brush like these ones would. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. And that second coat doesn't really change the color too much. It just covers up that bit of nail line that I had. And this polish dries very shiny. So that is 2 coats of Celia. The next polish is called Cha Cha Cha, and this is a nice like terracotta orange color. So this one covers really well on that first coat. It is nearly opaque in 1 coat. I can see a little tiny bit of nail line still, but it covers very, very evenly and very, I don't know, easily. It's just like applies itself. So good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. It was really close on 1. I do feel like I get a little bit better of a color with the second coat, in addition to the nail line being covered up. And this one also dries fairly shiny. So that is 2 coats of Cha Cha Cha. The next polish is called Cubana, and this is a almost like brick red-ish orange color. Here it is next to Cha Cha Cha, so you can see the difference. So this one also covers pretty well in the first coat, very evenly. It is a little bit, not like, oh my gosh, it's so sheer, but just a little more sheer than I was expecting. I feel like it has a little bit more of a jelly-ish quality than a cream like the last one. I was kind of expecting them to be very, very similar in formula. It feels really good formula-wise, not too thick or too thin. I just was expecting it to be a very opaque cream like the last. But I don't think that's going to make any difference with building the polish up. I think it's going to cover in 2 anyway. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. You can see that second coat deepens the color quite a bit. And this one also dries very shiny. So that is 2 coats of Cubana. The next polish is called Mojito, and this is a medium, I guess like kind of leaning a little bit into deeper green. So this one is also just a little bit sheer on that first coat. I can still see a bit of nail line. This also has a just slightly jelly-ish feel to it, and good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. Once that second coat is on there, it just looks like a regular cream. It doesn't have any like squishiness to it like a jelly would. It just had a little bit of that look on the first coat. So that is 2 coats of Mojito. And the last polish is called Matanzas, and this is a really like deep watery looking blue with a ton of shimmer in there, and the shimmer kind of shifts between, I could definitely see a purple flash in there, and the shimmer kind of flashes purple from certain angles. So this one is a bit sheer on that first coat. That's not super surprising because it has so much shimmer in it. Very shimmery polishes, or really anything that's not a straight up cream, can't be made super opaque in one coat because you need the base to be a little bit more sheer in order for those shimmers to stand out. But as far as sheer goes, this really isn't even bad. So this one does cover completely on 2 coats for me, but from some very extreme angles I can still see my nail line a little bit. Like I can see it just slightly from where I'm sitting, but if I tilt my nails up like this, I can't see it anymore. So if you have a very white nail line, you might need 3 coats for this one. And that shift, that purple shift in the shimmer, isn't nearly as obvious on the nail as it is in the bottle, but you can still pick it up at certain angles. So that is 2 coats of Matanzas. So Cha 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 is going to be my favorite because I really like terracotta orange colors. And I find that they don't really release as often as I would like to see them. So I was very happy to see this in the collection. So that is the KL Polished Havana Heat Summer 2018 collection. Again, I will link that website down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.